Ladies, and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of the Smoking Section Podcast. I'm your host, Jamar, and I'm joined by the proprietor to my top left, John.
What's up, y'all? Hope everybody had a good night tonight.
And I'm joined by the hater to my top right, West.
Yo.
And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another movie review. That's right, I said it. Another movie review. And tonight, we're going to review 2004's Hotel Rwanda. How y'all feel about that?
Like we was talking about in sound check, it was my first time watching this movie. First time ever watching it. Pretty good. You know, I've always been a fan of Don Cheadle. He's the only actor that I recognized in that movie. But everybody did a pretty decent job, I believe. And it put me on to something that I haven't any idea about. You know, like I didn't know about the Hutus and the Tutsis. I really didn't. I think maybe came across it in school, probably. You know, like a vague memory of it, but I think that's the most that I got out of watching this movie was that I was put on to something that I didn't know anything about, and it really got me interested, and I ended up doing my own research on it. You know, so yeah.
With this movie right here, I'm just saying, John Joe. I never saw this movie. This my first time seeing this movie. I recognize two characters in this movie. Don Cheadle and Nick Nolte.
Oh, I'm bugging, right? That was Nick Nolte.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix was in it too.
Joaquin Phoenix. Damn, I'm bugging. You right. Joaquin and Nick Nolte. Okay. Y'all right.
Is Nick Nolte an all-star or a regular star?
I think Nick Nolte is a star. I wouldn't really call him an all-star, but I never had anything bad to say about Nick Nolte, yo.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
I never really had anything bad to say about Nick Nolte.
I'll say even though he did have some hit movies, though, he had some good movies. Not hit, but he had some good movies. Yeah. There's part of
Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's a star. I liked him in Joker. I really liked him in Gladiator. I liked him because I hated him so much. So that's a testament to you feel me? That's a testament to his acting.
Yeah. I feel you.
He was in a lot of other stuff. You feel me? Like I feel like he's a star. It's crazy that I didn't even bring them up. But yeah.
As long as he ain't down there with Rhwada and them, I guess it's cool, right? That's an inside joke. The people I never.
I don't think I know that one. I don't think I know that.
Huh?
I don't think I know that. I didn't get that.
Nah, remember we was chopping it up a minute ago about star.
Yeah.
The celebrity and we was doing characters. We were like Rhwada. Rhwada down there.
Oh yeah, Shredder. Yeah.
I'll say, wow. I'll say, I remember something you don't, bro.
Smoking section, B. You feel me? Usually my memory is on point.
So when we say down there with Shredder and them, that means you like C-list or below.
Yeah, you like C-list. Nah, I don't think Joaquin Phoenix is down there with.
No.
He ain't C-list, man. I think he's a star.
Yeah. Most definitely. So this was my movie pick, ladies and gentlemen. I picked it because it was based on a true story. Released in 2004, directed by Terry George. Terry George, a Scottish old white guy, so he's not really known for too many big movies, but this one. A few others, not to put down his work, but 2004, I was like, 16, 17?
Yeah.
So that I seen Don Cheadle in movies before, But this movie right here put Don Cheadle on the map for me. After
Okay.
this movie right here, I really noticed every work he did since then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Okay. I feel you.
So that's what Hotel Rwanda did for me. And a quick little backstory before we dive deep into the movie. Like I said at the top, it was based on a true story. You got the Hutus and the Tutsis.
Yeah.
You know they beefing and shit. And this is set place like what 1994.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it
A
dates
country
back.
called
It really dates back. But like you said, the movie takes place in '94.
yeah. So 10 years before the release of this movie, it's basically telling the story of a hotel manager, Paul, played by Don Cheadle. I'm not gonna say his last name and butcher it, but he sheltered a whole bunch of refugees during Africa genocide. You know, back in '94, and count said it was over 1,200 refugees that he, you know, sheltered in hotels, and he used negotiations, he used bribery, you know, he used different tactics to fend off soldiers for
Yeah.
fucking with the refugees. So some consider Paul a hero. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's deep, man. You know, there's a lot of shit that was going on in Africa back in the '90s, 2000s, probably to this day that we don't know about. It don't make front page news over here. Like
Yeah.
shit's real. Niggas is getting murked in the street. Like during this time period right here, almost a million niggas got murked. Over 800,000
Yep.
people got murked in the streets. So, you know, this movie kind of hit for me. It's not gonna be one of those movies that you go into with high expectations like a Marvel movie or something, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
Yeah.
this shit based on the real story and people might can learn from it, you know?
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, let's jump into the meat and the potatoes of it, man. Where everybody came here for. Got the opening scene and shit, Wes, you might have to help me out on this one because I got it written down, but I might have forgot some parts. So,
Okay. I got you. I got you.
but we got the opening scene. You know, life is normal, ain't too much chaos happened yet, right? You know what I'm saying? You got Paul, um, where he ride with the hotel manager, and
But you know what though, real quick, the opening scene like really set the tone of the movie because
Yeah. Yeah.
you hear that dialogue first, right? You hear the radio, you hear the DJ talking about the Tootsies, and you know how he don't like them and the disdain for them, and for that to be like the opening scene, well, in the opening scene before it cut to Don Cheadle and everything. It really sets the tone and it lets you know off rip, like, this is about to be some bullshit. And then
Right.
that radio host plays a major part throughout the whole movie with the agitation, you know?
yeah, no, that's facts though. That's facts. Um, the radio, you know, spreading propaganda against the Tutsis and shit,
Yup, yup,
and our
yup.
younger viewers, you got to realize, you know, this is 1994, so you couldn't pick up your phone and just press a button and just look at shit.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Especially in that country right there, a lot of them probably didn't even have TVs. So all they
Yup,
had was the radio.
Right.
So,
All they had was the radio. Right. Yeah.
you know,
yup.
radio influence was real heavy in those countries back in those days.
I
So,
mean, look how social media influenced to this day. You
Man,
know,
I'll say.
Fox News, MAGA, Black Lives Matter, all of this stuff is, like out here and sending messages and telling people do this or do this, do this or do that.
yeah,
That shit
I
just
want man. Me watching this movie, and that opening credit right there, Joe. I thought about like, man, how we us as people how we take stuff like for granted. They waking up they waking up every day, 365 to just the radio, and how we just be like, oh man, Joe, I gotta go, I gotta go cut me a new TV, or I gotta go buy me a new stereo for my, or I gotta go buy a new radio for the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is, man. Like we were saying, man, it was like media. That shit fuels hatred and fear
It
back
does.
in those
Yeah,
days, man. And the media for them back in the day was the radio. That's the main thing.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That was just social entertainment right there.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So,
And information. More
Yeah,
important.
yup, yup, yup. That's facts. Um, Radio and playing in the background. You got Paul riding with the manager. Paul seemed like he chill, kind of neutral. They just chopping it up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
Kind of neutral. That shit ain't really bothering him at that point, right?
Nah.
No, not yet.
He
You
is
know what I'm
Hutu
saying?
though. He's
Huh?
Hutu. He's Hutu.
Yeah. So he really don't even. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say, but until the and until they got to that point, well, boy, like, oh man, Joe,
Hey yo, can I give a little bit of context to the
go ahead.
viewers that haven't like watched it? Like, so I think this is important. So Hutus and Tutsis, it's not really a ethnic group that's separate. It's more of a social class thing. It really is. It's more of a social class thing, and well, at least that's how it kind of started out as more of a social class thing. The Tutsis were like, I guess, like more wealthier, you know, and
Upper
then
class a little bit.
they pretty much like an upper class, especially when they got colonized by Belgium and stuff like that. Like the Tutsis was treated differently, I guess, because of, and y'all do your own research. This is just what I'm getting from it. You feel me? But more like they was treated better, put in better positions because they were probably like brown skin or light skin, taller. It was more about a physical feature thing. They don't really dive too much into that in the movie of how the conflict started, how the beef started, but that's pretty much what it was, like for real. And
Yeah.
the Hutus pretty much, you know, was treated differently, so they got their own beef with the Tutsis. You feel me? So it was kind of like a tactic in a way, separate. And unfortunately, I be seeing that today with
Yeah,
light skin versus dark. But
Yeah.
I just
Like,
wanted to give a little bit of context to why this Hutu Tutsi thing was going on. But I would say anybody that's listening, watching, do your own research. Don't take what I say for gold. No.
nah, that's good shit though. Like you say, white, black, light skin, dark skin.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie. I hopped in that beef, man. The light skin, dark skin. I'm not gonna lie.
That
I, I ain't
I,
fuck with them niggas for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never really. I don't know. I was never really. I never really cared about stuff like that. I never, you know.
I hopped in it, man. I was like, fuck light skin niggas. But that's another story though.
Cause shit, if you leave it to some motherfuckers, I ain't dark skin or light skin. I'm like brown skin or some shit. I guess
See, look, it's only one or two. He ain't no brown skin.
it's everything. I'm black, B. I'm black, right? Nigga black, yo.
But speaking of black, so what happened next? The news that the president plane was shot down.
Yeah, because they was doing the peace treaty between the Hutus and the Tutsis, I believe, right?
right. Yeah, I'll say
And
that's
then,
when one thing came in. Then that's when Nick Nolte came in. Then
But you know, they blamed it on the Tutsis, but I don't think Tutsis did that shit. Them niggas seemed too confident when they was chilling, drinking and stuff. Like, yeah, like what they say, like long live the president or some shit like that.
I think so.
Yeah,
Very arrogant, like yeah, knew that shit was about to go down. But they remember his brother came and told him that something was gonna go down.
Right, yeah, he did, Joe. He did kind of Joe try to warn him a little bit, but just
but
like just like us, really wasn't he really wasn't like listening to see what they're saying.
All right, so what I got from Paul was all right. So first of all, he Hutu, right? So a lot of this discrimination and stuff, and then he got a nice position at probably the most popular hotel in that area. It holds the UN embassy and
Right,
these
yeah,
and all of that stuff, right? He got a a, a, a position of leadership in there. They look to him for certain things. He
yeah,
bribed them, right? Keep them comfortable and shit. And like he had said later on in the movie, like I did this shit just in case if anything go down. I got people that's gonna look out for me, right? At least I thought I did, right? I
right,
thought I
yeah,
that was gonna look out for me because I've been so. I don't think that he was like not oblivious. But he was one of the people that's optimistic. Everything gonna be all right, which is kind of crazy to me a little bit because his wife is a Tutsi, right?
yeah,
yeah.
So, my nigga, open your eyes. You feel me? If somebody comes to like, yo, this is about to go down, you got to make moves to get your.
yeah.
But go ahead.
Especially during that time period, what was going on, you got to take everything serious.
And
Right, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You get your ass smoked.
remember, they seen their neighbor getting beat up. He was just a dog.
right.
You know what I'm
I'll say,
saying?
but I'll say, but with that part though, I'll say he did kind of like you know what I'm saying, Joe. He, he did kind of like want Joe. He did kind of like tell him, hey, I, you know what I'm saying, hey, stay in, stay in that, stay right here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a little man, and I'm gonna see what's going on outside. Stay right here. But you know, I'll say, you know, I know that people get Joe. Hey, I
Yeah,
gotta see what's going on too.
That shit is like watching that scene though. It's like you see it in all of these historical books that you read and what you was taught in school, documentaries, movies. We see it all, right? We just see it. We just saw it in Hotel Rwanda with that. We watch it on Schindler's List with the Nazis or something like that. You feel me? We see it in the Jim Crow movies or slavery movies. Is
Yeah,
a common thing with humanity, yo.
fact.
gonna, gonna find some way, yo, to
Yeah,
us versus them type shit.
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, getting a little bit off the side, a little sidebar, but like I truly believe the only thing that could ever unite the human race is an alien invasion. Be
I think so too.
Um,
Heck for real, yo.
it could, but it still might not because then you're gonna get all them other niggas. It's gonna be some niggas every man for himself. Like shit, fuck that. I'm looting. I ain't fighting. I ain't fighting with y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna side with these niggas.
Right, you know what it is. That's
So
what
I was gonna be.
we live in real. But I think majority, you feel me? Overall, it could
Yeah,
unite the human race though.
yeah, yeah.
But we gonna always find somebody to fight. Somebody to oppose, somebody to persecute, somebody to judge or put down. And you
Yeah,
know,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
unfortunately. So
yo,
that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, like you were saying earlier, you don't know, what was the main beef of this shit was, we were just talking about how the president plane was shot down. I think
Mhm.
that's one of the things that sparked the Rwandan genocide, right?
That was like, I feel like watching that movie. I think that was planned. The Hutus did not want peace. You feel me? Because like when first Germany colonized Rwanda, right? Then Belgium came through. Belgium treated, like like I said, they treated the Tutsis a lot better. So during all of this time, Tutsis is getting better opportunities and stuff. They living better. It was a social thing, social class thing, which the Hutus, you feel me? Obviously, they got animosity towards that to the point where now they got rebel forces and they overthrowing stuff and they fighting back. They don't want no treaty with them. They don't like. We seen it. We seen the disdain that they had for, you feel me, what they thought wasn't them. That there's no reasoning with them. The vast
Right.
majority, you feel me, ain't really no reasoning with them. So that's what like really started it. But
Yeah,
in that particular time, I think that when they killed the president, that was, first of all, they didn't want him signing it. They don't want no peace treaty. And this is a reason now because they blame, oh, we heard it on the radio, right? They blamed
Yeah.
the Tutsi rebels. I don't think it, they blamed it on the Tutsi rebels. I don't think it was the Tutsi rebels. But that gave them the excuse to start going crazy. What was really crazy was all of that stuff that was going down, and you see the people like listening to music at night in the lobbies and the guest areas and stuff. You feel me? Before they came and got them,
yeah,
that shit is like, how y'all still, you know, like how y'all still chilling?
Right. I would say I think that we're right there what you just said. I agree with what you said, Joe. They should have been, you know what I'm saying, Joe, all right, shipping and get real, shipping and get real in a little while.
Like I don't
So
know if they could have did anything, but y'all remember that scene? Like all of this stuff done popped off, and they got all of the guests, the white people, the black people, and everything. They all there, and they sitting there and they chilling. They got a dude playing the piano, people drinking their champagne, waiting to get picked up.
yeah,
yeah, I would say I see what you're saying with that, but I'm saying they could have just, you know what I'm saying, Joe. All right, let's prepare, let's prepare ourselves just in case, just in case Plan A don't go right, which which we found out later on in the movie.
I mean, it was nothing they could do. Like they can't fight them, and they can't. You feel me? And if they got orders to only take them, you feel me? That's the orders. But damn, y'all ain't got to be motherfucking having a blast while people out there dying around y'all. You
yeah,
feel me?
Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Right after the fucking president got killed, that's when roadblocks
Hmm.
started appearing
right.
everywhere.
Yeah,
The killings starting to begin. You know what I'm saying? They was it's like they was waiting on it.
They was waiting on it. That was their reason.
Yeah. They
That
were
was
like you
their
said,
reason.
you find a reason to do this shit. Oh, we got a reason now. Here we go.
And that lame duck ass nigga, what's that nigga name, man?
if I oh my god, I need talking about but they took the hotel room. He
Yeah.
took the master. Yeah, I I I hated him, Joe. I swear.
The general.
Nah, the general
No,
was a
no, not the
lame
general.
nigga
No,
too.
no.
General was a lame nigga, but the
I'm saying he worked in the hotel, to make it so bad. He worked in the spot.
he was sitting there chilling and shit, talking about he took the presidential suite.
Oh yeah, I never seen that actor before.
I forget the name of his character, but that nigga was a
I
lame
did
ass.
too. I forgot his name.
And it's like you said, Jamal is always one of those niggas. For real.
Shit, I was gonna try to pull it up, but they got the pictures of all these guys, and they all look the same. So I ain't even gonna try to. But let's continue on, man. So violence erupts. You know, shit wild, shit crazy. You know, militias began targeting the Tutsis, and you know, um, and I think it was Paul witnessed brutality for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came and so they came and they remember they came and got him out his house, out his home. Because he had the keys to the hotels that they needed or whatever. So they came and got him home, and they gathered all of his neighbors up. Remember, they were about to kill his neighbors.
Right. I was saying because
His wife
they
stepped
wanted some more money.
his wife stepped in and stuff like that. You feel me? She was like, "Yo, they," he was like, "Yo, I can't take all of them. I got the money, whatever." They put him in the van, drove him to the hotel. They was about to off him again. He offering money. Man, the general it wasn't the general, but dude took the money and was like, "Yo, you could take your wife and your kids." You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So then he gathered up everybody money, handed it to him, and what he said, bought like five of them or something like that.
I'm trying to
So
think I'll say once he got his family, he went in his pocket and got some more money and
he
like,
got
all right,
the yeah.
yeah, and then he got the rest of them.
Then he was like, he got like I think 100 something thousand francs at the home.
Yeah.
So they
out
drove
the,
to
out
the
the safe.
hotel. Yeah, out the safe, got all of that bread out the safe, paid the dude, and then he let all his neighbors come up in the hotel, which was already crazy because now you got guests trying to get out because the shit going down.
Yeah,
Feel me? And then he got them coming in. I like, I ain't gonna lie, like, dude, handle that shit. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah. I'll
yeah,
say
Like on some real shit. Like he really handled that shit, yo.
yeah. Paul bring his family to the hotel. I like how he slid the bread in his back pocket real quick though.
Yeah,
You
yep.
know what I'm saying? He fucking with this shit in the joint.
He knew he was gonna need that shit,
You know
yo.
what I'm saying? Real quick. Then he was trying to grab something else. Security guard like, hey, you want a beer?
Yup.
Yeah.
For
hey,
real.
take a drink with me. Take a drink with me.
Gave his ass a drink.
Dude was drinking, thinking on his toes. For real. Like, I mean, it's life or death situation. You feel me?
Yeah,
And then your family down there, man, your wife and your kids is down there. And this is like real, like real life wrong decision, wrong fuck up can mean everything.
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Credit to him for like really thinking on his toes and really holding it together through
yeah,
most of the movie. You feel me?
for real. I chuckled at that part, man, because that's some shit I would do. You know what I'm saying? I know the movie's, kind of sad in a way, kind of fucked up, but that's one of the scenes that made me smile right there.
Yo,
Then you got people arriving, others arriving. You know what I'm saying? They desperate for safety. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
yeah,
find a spot to refuge at, right?
yep,
Right.
yep.
So basically, the hotel is turned into a sanctuary at this point.
It really turned into a sanctuary. Remember, his staff wasn't trying to listen to him, but he put
Right.
them back.
I'll say cause yeah. I'll say cause the what let's call them the I'll say I think the nuns.
Oh, the
I'll say
nurses that came with the orphans.
yeah. Yeah. Them.
Yeah,
I'll say and then the and then the and then I think like the what's call them like the care people. I'll say she had to. I don't it was a white chick would do it. I did have the van.
yeah, that was the nun, I think, that had the orphans and stuff. But remember he called Because the UN officers that was there, they was ordered not to shoot, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I don't know the politics and laws behind that, so I can't speak too much on that. But I'm watching this movie like, fuck you mean ordered not to shoot? These niggas is got machetes and guns and shit, and they trying to pull up. Fuck you mean don't shoot? That's
Yeah.
crazy. But I don't know, like the fucking you know laws and shit like that.
Yeah. Let's take a few seconds to talk about the strategy that Paul used to influence. Because like you said, John and Wes, y'all did the research and shit too. I did a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I just watched this shit last night. I had
Mm-hmm.
a very busy day today, so I ain't really get a chance to really do too much research. But I dibbled and dabbled, and he said Paul used money, he
Mm-hmm.
used alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
connections, um, influence, and just straight up charming niggas. And they got the perfect actor to do that. Don Cheadle, goddamn, you
And
know what I'm saying?
he
Yeah.
like kept the general with the bear and all of that stuff for his peoples, right? He went and called the head of the shit. You feel me? But remember when he was telling them, he was like, "Yo, when y'all call, y'all gotta let them know that this could be your last call." He was like, shame them into helping you. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
And when he was on that call, that's exactly what he was doing. Tell all my friends at I forget the name of the company, Seba or some shit like that. You feel me? Thank you for this experience and blah 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 blah. And what dude got right on it? Nigga said, "Yo, hold on, I'm about to put you on hold. I'm about to make a few calls." You know?
Right. Yeah.
And what the dude was like, "Yo, who you call?" He was like, "What you talking about?" And they was like, "Yo, we out." You
Yeah,
feel me? Like you said, them connections. He really thought on his toes the whole time, and like he had a plan, but whenever he had to pivot, he pivoted, and he really capitalized off of all the experience and influence he had while he was working at that hotel. I wonder like how he came up. Bet you the nigga came up fast, like you know.
I was saying he had to come up fast on the real.
You
He
feel
had to
me?
come up like real
the
fast up in
movie would
there.
have been longer if
Yeah,
they probably did that because that
yeah.
shit probably would have taken him years to come up, to the point
Yeah,
he.
most definitely. But you know, like he used all of that shit. He used everything he learned about him against him. You feel me? Not against him, but to help him out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that nigga negotiated with the soldiers to protect the refugees.
Mm-hmm.
That's one fact that can't be debated. But I was looking at some research, and some people say Paul won't even like that. Some people say, the survivors, some of the refugee survivors told their own stories throughout the years, and
Mm-hmm.
some say that Paul was secretly charging them for the low though. Like, look, you can stay. You got to bring me a little something, something.
I'm saying
You know
because
what I'm saying? So
I
some
think
people say Paul was foul. Some people say Paul was a hero. Who do you
Yeah.
believe?
I'm saying because I think he was like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, Joe, on the low key side though, trying to charge him a little bit. Cause I'm saying cause if you remember, like I think the last time they came, he said, "Hey, I got some more money. I've been charging some of the people to stay here."
Yeah.
I ain't peeped that.
And then he also passed out bills to them.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
He did pass out bills to
yeah,
them.
right, right. Because I'm saying, because remember, he hit our boy up in the, because he hit our boy up in the presidential room.
Yup.
So it depends on which path you want to believe, man. But either way, the movie painted him as a hero. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that stance.
One thing we do know, a lot of people were saved by being sheltered at that hotel. So
Yeah,
Yeah. So then we got next. We got UN peacekeepers arrive, but they got limited authority, right?
yeah.
yeah,
So, refugees, they think help coming and shit. Ain't no help coming.
No, I'll say
You can't even
cause,
pick white people.
cause I'll say cause I think that when the first help came, they was like, all right, we'll take all of the, we'll take all the light skinned people and we'll take them up out of the jam. And we'll take all them out the jam. But we're gonna leave all all you blacks in here, we're gonna leave y'all back.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like like the Nick Nolte's character when he was like, y'all don't mean nothing to him. You feel me? Like they
Right.
can't capitalize off of y'all. They feel like they can't make no money off of y'all. Like y'all worthless to them. Y'all don't matter.
I think that's when Paul kind of like woke up then. I'll say because that's when I think like, you know what I'm saying, Joe. That's when he like finally realized like, oh, okay, y'all really don't give a damn about me no more.
You know, shit got real when he told his wife, like, yo, shit get real, yo. I need you to go to the roof. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That shit crazy, yo. Imagine having to have that conversation with somebody.
Hey, that shit get real. Hey, you go on top of this roof and you jump on the side, you stay down on the ground. You and the shorty, stay on the ground.
Nah, it wasn't to stay down on the ground, my boy.
Right, yeah.
It was to end that shit before, worse can happen to y'all. You know?
yeah.
That's crazy to even
Damn.
think of. Yeah.
Shit crazy, man. And just got me thinking, like, shit, I seen at least 3 or 4 other movies that's similar to this about the shit that's going on in Africa and shit, like Tears of the Sun, for example. I was gonna pick that for a review. And
That's a
all the movies based on true stories, man. Shit over in Africa fucked up, man.
Yep. Tears of the Sun is a good one, yo.
That might be my next pick, though. Real talk. That's one of y'all pick that jank.
Got Bruce Willis in it, Monica Bellucci, old boy from I forget his name, but old boy from Oz.
It won't Terry Crews in that bitch.
Nah, Terry Crews wasn't in Tears in the Sun. Terry Crews was in the Expendables, nigga.
It was a black nigga in that joint that was the gunner, though.
Nah, I forget. I know the black dude in Tears from the Sun. He played he played the Muslim dude in Oz, man. Why can't I get this?
I don't know. Somebody in the comments
He
know.
played Shahid. He played Shahid in Oz. Hold up, I'm about to get this.
Yeah, while you looking that up, like I was saying, man, the refugees they thought help was coming, and tensions is still building up, man. The violence is still continuing. The violence is not stopping no time soon. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Iman Walker played him.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
His IMDb don't sound long, but yeah, he did a good job in that role.
He been in a few things, yo. He been in a few things.
Yeah. So then we're gonna continue. Foreign nationals are evacuated, right? So some Rwandans are left behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they left behind to fend for themselves, pretty much. But like you're saying, Paul still, he's still working what he got to bribe the army to protect him from, dudes that's just out there. What was the name of that army too? Just forget it.
Uh,
Uh, But
Okay, I should have wrote it down.
yeah.
yeah.
He's also trying to find his brother-in-law, his wife, and their children. That's
Right.
his sister's brother. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids too.
I mean his wife's brother. Yeah, that's his wife's brother. I'm bugging.
Yeah. And they was never found, by the way. This is based on a true story. They was never found, by the way.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Damn.
then what's next? You got the robot scene. Some people say this is one of the most famous scenes in the movie, if you want to put it that way.
What when they was
The roadblock scene when Paul had to drive through that fog
oh
and
yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
drive over
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bodies.
yeah. Because remember the dude told him to take that route.
Yeah,
Said take the river road.
yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah. I would say yeah. That was crazy.
That's that's fucked up.
I would say the mix so bad, Joe. And which I 9 out of 10, I would do the same thing. I would say because he see all them dead bodies like that during the real, so instantly. All right. And then the smell hit him too, so he instantly early.
It's imagine like hearing about stuff, right? Even witnessing a little bit of things, but then you see something like that close up. You feel me? It's
Yeah.
like that should let you know what the world is actually capable of, what people in the world is like really capable of. Shit that you wouldn't even probably dream of doing, but imagine realizing and seeing evidence that there's motherfuckers out here that's doing that shit for real.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me?
it's always heavily debated how long the road was, but however long it was, man, I can't even imagine, bro.
Yeah, man. That was a yeah, that seems a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So we gonna move on from that one. So pressure builds inside the hotel. Look like supplies is running low.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would say yeah. I would say supplies. I would say food low, alcohol low, money low. Yeah.
Yeah, water.
Yeah. I would say yeah. I would say they turn the water off. So now y'all go in the swimming pool to get the water.
Because more
Yeah,
Yeah.
people still coming, you know?
they getting the water up with buckets and shit. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Um, then the soldiers threatened to invade it.
Yeah, because she running out of supplies.
Right. And now your health. I would say, and now your health supply is kind of going. I would say it's kind of fading away a little bit. Your resources help, like to keep them away, to keep the other guys away. The soldiers, hey, all right, hey, you don't got enough money or enough supplies to hit, for you to pay us to keep y'all safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But remember, he told them, that's where, you know, like you were saying, how they were saying, how he used every tactic that he could think of. He flipped it back on the general, like,
Yeah,
yo,
right. Yeah, he sure did. Yeah,
you gonna be the one that's gonna be hung out to dry when all of this shit fall. You feel me, nigga? You pretty much, nigga, you committing war crimes here, my boy. Think that you ain't gonna say to you about you. Oh, I ain't committing no war crimes, huh? Motherfucker, you over here with the chest poked out with the 5 stars.
right.
You feel me? Unless you got somebody like me who everybody fuck with, who everybody trusts, you feel me?
right,
Talk for you. And the only way I'm talking, my nigga, is if you take me back to that hotel and you continue to protect us like you been motherfucking doing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Better pass that beer out.
For real though. Like,
Right.
yeah.
So the refugees, they began to panic and lose hope. You know, as
Yeah.
expected. Shit, I can't imagine being in that situation. You know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna lie. Like I was watching the movie and I was just thinking, like, damn, like y'all ain't got no guns.
I was
Nah,
doing the same thing too. I'm like,
Y'all
dog, Joe, come on.
ain't got no weapons, man. But I don't know how it is out there, so I can't talk too much. You feel me? But
man, niggas was broke and guns weren't accessible out there, John. You know what I'm saying? Niggas couldn't afford them shits. Niggas
yeah,
bad at surviving out there, bitch. But um,
But I thought he had a gun in a safe at the at, at the other hotel.
it looked like he pulled one out, right?
Right,
Or
that's what I
like,
thought. He had a
yeah,
gun.
I thought so too.
was that his? Because earlier in the scene, he was like, "I don't use guns."
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
that shit was.
But he probably don't use them, but still probably just had it. I don't know.
They go back and they end up the general end up calling off the people and protecting them. What I thought was a real funny scene. They had times of like breaking the tension,
yeah,
and what I thought was a real cool scene to like break a lot of tension was, when he was looking for his wife, and then he remember he told her, "Yo, if shit go down, jump." He run to the roof. He think he see them. He found out that it's not them, so now he looking for him again. He hears somebody in the bathroom. He go to the shower. It's his wife with their neighbors, and you feel me, the kids, and she got the little shower nozzle. And he was like, "Yo,
man, what the fuck you gonna do with this?
what were you gonna do with that? Like that. I like, like that shit made me laugh. Like it broke.
Right,
You
yeah,
feel me? Like that was cool. You feel me?
Yeah, they had to put that part in the movie.
Yeah, like I like.
Shit was getting too real.
No
Yeah,
shit, that's some real like. What the fuck was you going to do with that?
yeah. He had that John like a scrap.
man. I said, yeah, I said, shit.
Yeah, just to lighten the moment up. They had to throw that
yeah,
shit up in there.
Right, yeah. I'm saying, but also too though, they both laughed about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's like,
they
I
both
don't
laughed
know.
about it. You know what I'm saying, Joe? Like, really, sweetheart, what they gonna do with this damn shower?
Yeah, I like that scene.
With the shower nozzle? What they gonna do with this?
You know what I'm saying? And well, Paul considered giving up. He started drinking and shit, right?
Huh?
When Paul started drinking, he considered giving up.
We consider giving up for a moment.
Yeah, I would say he did. Yeah, I would say yeah. He started. Yeah,
Think about it. You are kind of like now responsible for all of these people. They leaning on you. You got your own wife telling you to leave. She a Tutsi, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
For like for her to tell him to like, yo, I want you to leave. I just want you to take the kids and go. Nigga, that don't sound hopeful. That sound like you preparing for the worst for real, So
yeah.
Right.
they got all kinds of shit going on. Like I said earlier, in the show, like I was saying, like I respect him for holding on for as long as he did, up until the point where he had that little breakdown, but got it back together. But yeah, I get it, yo. I can't imagine that type of responsibility.
I would say I can't either. I would say because he had what 15,000 people that he had 15,000 and including including his family. I'll say so he got all of them. So he got all that burden on him,
Yeah,
and plus his burden on him, and then he got the soldiers constantly every time you look up, breathing down his damn neck, want some money,
number
or want
one.
some or want supplies or want supplies or whatever.
Yo, man, rule number one: when you are in charge, everything
Yeah,
is your fault.
right. Yeah. True that.
For real, yo.
Yeah. That's real.
I'm saying that. I'm saying I kind of like feel sorry for him a little bit, like dog, bro. I kind of like man, like want to say like man, Joe, hey,
Yeah, man. So what happened next?
um, the soldiers come in. I'm saying I think now what's saying I think the general came through and was like
Their letters
I'm
have
saying
paid off. Like,
right. I was like, cause I think they came with the letter, with like with certain people that can go, with certain people can leave, and the rest have to stay.
yeah. And they had his name in there. They had his
Right?
family.
Yeah, they had him and his family on there.
You know, like I don't think none of the hotel staff.
No, I'm saying they
Well,
stayed behind.
yeah. So he was about to get on, but he stayed behind.
And
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I could have stayed behind, but
no, I'm
I,
saying
you know, I don't know if I could have stayed behind. I'm just gonna be real.
Nah, I would have been gone. Fuck that.
I gotta make sure they get through wherever they gotta go safely, yo.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm saying, but I can't understand. I can't understand, Joe. Like, oh, I bet, hey, these 15. I'll say these 15,000 people. They got their lives in my hand. So technically, I
Hey,
do
yo,
got, you know what I'm saying, Joe?
that's
Hey,
true. I would have been one of them 15,000 people later on that night and been like, you should have got on the fucking. The fuck is you doing? You should have got all that shit, yo. Go with your family, B.
Yeah, yeah,
That's, you know, it was
I,
thrust upon him. He held it down, but it was thrust upon him.
yeah.
He never asked for any of it. He
Right,
never
he didn't. No,
assumed the
I'll say
responsibility.
that
The
snake ass nigga, Joe.
Yeah, you feel me? The responsibility was just put onto him.
yeah,
Carry that shit well though. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie, man.
yeah. I mean, it probably look easy because we watching it at home or in the
Right,
theaters,
yeah,
but
yeah.
shit, put yourself in that man's shoes. Watch you fold.
Yep, for real. Any anything you say wrong, you feel me? And shit can go south.
Yeah, man, for real. So Paul had to, say and do the right things and stay on his tippy toes and use his charm, man.
And putting pride and ego to the side.
Right, yeah. I'll say that's the main part right there with Paul right there, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end, he was making desperate deals to keep everybody alive, keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
He was
he
like,
was stalling the soldiers and shit, stalling them.
I'll say I'll say
remember they
most
got
definitely
you had to come back to the hotel.
right. I'll say cause I'll say cause now with the part now where a boy had jumped in the car. I'll
Yeah,
say
and
I'll,
cold.
I'll say cause once Paul jumped off, old boy hopped in the company car and rode off and told and rode off and told. And so hey, I bet. And then that's when that hopped on the radio. That's when the radio hopped on. I'll say do what the radio station hopped on. And it's like, hey, it's someone two seats out, you know what I'm saying, Joe? Get in the truck, get in the back of the truck, kill him.
Yeah.
Gregor, that bitch ass nigga. That was that bitch ass nigga name. That was the rat nigga. Oh, hating ass nigga. For real, yo. Fuck that nigga. It's always one of them niggas, B.
Yeah.
For real, yo. Oh,
Yeah,
It's one in every movie.
right, yeah.
And we
always
get
looking out for self, B.
and we getting towards the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
We got the escape attempt left, right?
Yeah. Then the second escape attempt, they were successful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the buses came through.
Yeah, they made it past the buses came through and they made it past the rebel line. The buses came through and they end up finding their nieces.
Mm-hmm.
The wife, her brother's kids. They end up finding the nieces.
Which was kind of like a
Yeah,
sad moment, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
Joe? Hey, you
yeah,
find your niece's nephew, you know what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah,
But you
nieces.
can't find your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. They was never found in real life. Yeah, the kids out there singing and shit. That shit, yeah. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put that in there like that.
Right, yeah.
Nah, the parents was never found in real life, but they adopted
Right.
the yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That's what I mean. My bad.
yeah,
But yeah,
that shit. But yeah,
I'll say make it so bad,
overall,
though.
great movie, good movie.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
give it, I give it three blunts. You feel me?
3? Okay.
I give it a little three blunts. Solid, just like
yeah.
it's the movie, yo. And I gained some new stuff that I didn't know from it, and that's always a win. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, I get this movie the same. I say 3. 3 solid blunts, you know what I'm saying, Joe? Even though I I wish they could have gave it like a little more backstory to the movie. Just a little bit more backstory to the movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 3.5. I
Okay.
think that's solid. That's halfway out of 5, right? 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5, yeah.
Like you say, Wes, just a little bit more backstory. But I understand why, because I think the director went into the movie with the expectation, like, all right, these events been going on for 9, 10 years now. See, I know what's happening. I'm just gonna hop
Yeah.
straight in.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, Joe, the main course of the
Right.
movie.
Because
Yeah.
they was asking for ID cards and stuff, and ID cards was introduced since the 1930s between Hutus and Tutsis. So like that is like a word. Like let me see ID card. Oh, you a Tutsi? You under arrest type shit.
Mm.
And that shit been going on. Well, that they had the ID card since the 1930s. So they've been separated for quite some time for shit to like really boil over.
Right,
You
yeah.
feel? And get crazy in the 90s. And like you were saying, like 94, shit. What was I doing in 94? You know?
Damn.
All of this stuff going on.
94.
I ain't got a clue.
I was in goddamn second or third grade.
I had to be the same. We was born the same year, right? 87?
Yeah.
I think I'm in high school then. Shit.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's war going on outside. No man is safe.
Yeah, it was like 8 years old, I think. About 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, so I had to be, yeah, I was a freshman then. Fresh meat.
Yeah. So, but yeah, solid movie, yo, for real, real good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
with Don Cheadle, yo. I fuck with Don Cheadle, man. I
Yeah, I do
first
too.
like
Yeah.
really started watching him. I remember in The Devil in the Blue Dress, right, with Denzel. But I
Mm-hmm.
really started to lock in with Swordfish.
Yeah.
He was in
I don't remember
Swordfish.
them, I don't remember them Jones. But
Yeah.
this movie right here really made me start paying attention to him though.
hmm
I'm saying I called Don Cheadle in
Matter of fact, he was in Rosewood when we did
He
Rosewood.
was in
yeah,
Rosewood. Yup, he was. Yup, yup.
a couple of good movies. Yeah, yeah,
Don Cheadle, All Star, yo.
yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
War Machine. You feel me?
yeah.
All the I'm saying he was in all the what's the movie
He was in
oh my
Brooklyn
God,
Street.
I can't think of that movie right now.
Yeah.
Oceans
Yeah,
11.
Ocean. There you go.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you,
was in
thank you,
all the
thank you, thank
Oceans,
you, thank
right?
you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was in all of them. Yeah, I think I might pick one of them oceans on the real for my next movie review.
I'll start with the first one.
Yeah, I'll start with the first one.
We gotta find us a comedy to do too, man.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can if y'all want to. I was gonna do how to be a player, but they took it off. So
Yeah.
you know.
I'm saying I got a little time for I got a little time for man, so I might find a comedy movie.
Oh, this yeah. Last thing before we go, Tatiana, the actress, was her name Sophie Anaconda.
Yeah.
She was the love interest in Ace Ventura, Where Nature Calls.
Oh,
Word.
That was her.
She was also in The Secret Life of Bees, right?
I ain't seen
Um,
that, John. I was looking at. I'm like, damn, she looked familiar. That's the princess from Ace Ventura that got knocked up by Jim Carrey.
what's that? Ace Ventura.
Chicago. But yeah, any closing thoughts, fellas?
Not really. I think I said everything.
I'm kind of good with this. Yeah, I'll say a good movie. I'll say like like we've been saying throughout this whole movie, Joe. I just wish it was more backstory to this movie. That's all I wish. That's it.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll do a prequel to it, and we will do a sequel to this next week. We'll be back with another brand new episode. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell everybody, tell your friends, tell me, tell you, tell your mama and your cousins too.
Hmm.
For John and Wes, I am Jamar. Good night and good fight, everybody.